What's up, everyone? White Rose Demon back here with you for another episode of Minecraft Survival. So, we are in our normal starting area. Normally we start in our temporary house, because our future house is going to be the chieftain's house, once we decide to build that and how I want to go about building that. So, sorry about the long wait on videos. At the time of recording this episode now, the the last episode is uploading. So yeah, but lately I've been having like really bad like dry mouth that like been making it very hard to like go talk for long periods of time like I do in these videos. So you'll hear me like clear my throat a bit, or like just stop talking for a second to try and like re-moisten my mouth. So last episode, we basically built ourselves we mined down here, and we mined up around here, just like building ourselves out, looking for diamonds. And I think that was last episode. It was the episode before. I know I looked for diamonds, and as such ended up with a need for these materials here. I used a lot of these materials, but as you can clearly see, I had to make some drills, attempt to use those. It did not work. That's why they're in the chest here. But, one of these chests possessed the... Okay. Okay, as you can clearly see, we got diamonds tools. But if you look on the mini-map here, you can kind of see something big. So while I was I attempted to do a time lapse that was going to be on the end of that was going to be essentially I attempted to use replay mod and other stuff, and I could not figure it out. So I went and got a loan of my friend's account, tried to use spectator mode with that, and it honestly just did not work for doing videos. I got one good cut out of 10 attempts, and by that time, there was just nothing. Like, it was just like like 3 or 4 blocks like mined and placed, and it was done. So I figured I'd just start this episode by showing off how I did it and explaining how I did it. So while mining, I was digging just a straight line like here, and right about here is where I found a geode. Well, actually, about right here, right in the very center, is where the geode was. So what I did is I dug out the geode, except for the budding. Used the create mod things to push them around and move them. And I did try to make a automatic amethyst farm. I hope that you cannot hear those mine carts because they're annoying. So I honestly I found this tutorial on YouTube for a fully automatic one, but for some reason it's just broken, because you can see all these here basically going. Like, this is an amethyst cluster, which is stage 4. So that should have 4 in here and should have broken that. So I don't know why it's not working. So I've just scrapped this idea, and I'm using mystical agriculture. in here. Yeah. Now the reason the budding amethysts are here on the side is essentially I'm gonna have this is gonna be also doubling as your survival like vanilla friendly part of the farm. Same with that one. Like that one is all vanilla. I just can't get it to work to the lack of my redstone knowledge. But yeah, essentially this is a massive geode mine. The Vikings believe that these geodes, or the crystals that they have, or that they harvest from this place, are a gift from the gods for their efforts in the mines. We got so they basically, in an attempt to harvest as much as they could, they started excavating massive pillars, supports, and they extracted a massive load of crystal, which is this giant one, but also a ton of small ones. And as you can clearly see, there's even still some just left in the wall here. But they've harvested the crystal that they've harvested the ones that are on the wall that much that they are no longer growing. I also figured I'd leave the diamonds here for now, for when I need them later on. So the way, like these are the amethyst crystals, or the source of them. So the way it works is, underneath this barrel is a upper, which feeds it up into it. And feeding into that upper is hoppers starting here, going all the way back to here. Oh, not here, here. And then under these barrels is the hoppers leading all the way into a barrel that is on top of the line of hoppers feeding into the upper. So there's a barrel here, 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 and here, and here, that then feeds into a line of hoppers. So that is 1, 2, 3. So that's 2.5 barrels. Okay, actually that's 1, 2, 3. So that's basically 1.5 barrels per plant. I'm not a fan of those cockroaches. So the reason I wanted to build an amethyst farm like this is for a very precise thing. Now actually, how do I make these into amethysts? Okay, I can actually make geodes, calcite out of that with the stone essence. But yeah, I just want the shards, so let's craft those up because I could care less about the actual well, I need to install a crafting table down here. Oh well. For now, then we'll put these in here. And because we logged in after April Fools, we end up with some stuff. Soul receptacle and merchant stone. This item is beta. Huh. A soul is trapped in this magical container. The magic of this item prevents you from dying when in inventory. Okay, that could be potentially useful in the dragon fight eventually. That's pretty cool. Now, I did not go, like, yeah, I could not figure out how to make that, uh, like, automatic farm work. So we do have to rely a little bit on the manual crafting of blocks now. Right. This here was a test to see if the size of the farm was gonna overlap. As you can see, it almost did. By the look at the map. And I was also hoping for another geode, but this here, the reason this exists is because right here is in line with the geode. So when I reached the top of where I wanted it, I dug very far of that. I just kept digging because I had this tunnel dug right here, thinking it was going to be enough. It was not. So I kept digging, not realizing, and I ended up in this. This was all part of the time lapse that did not work and ended up corrupted and yeah, Replay Mod did not want to cooperate with me. So this is a skeleton spawner, which is pretty good because in my last Viking Kingdom, there was a skeleton spawner in their mines as well. So this is very reminiscent. But we end up with a lot of stuff that we don't need. Like we don't need cabbage seeds. The wheat is useful. What's the scroll? Unstable intangibility. Not terrible. But this gunpowder. The gunpowder and coal. Guardian gem. I'll take it. And I'll take the name tag. Because, yeah, none of my armor has any empty slots. Oh yeah, I also figured out how to see my durability of items. It's just the F3H. And it shows you your, yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing there. So let's head all the way back up. So that's going to be a project in the future. Yeah, so the plan for this episode was originally to do that. Like to build the amethyst mine. But with that video file ending up corrupted, because I wanted to post part 1 and part 2 kind of like a day after each other. So I started doing this while the other one was uploading. And that just caused problems. Like this is going to be the area that I end up with the mine cart. That's probably going to be like, for the sake of my sanity, there's a high chance that I'm just going to make a cart system for inventory that comes and loops around onto either one of these sides. One for people, one for minecart, like chest minecarts. I still haven't figured that one out yet, because that takes a lot of work trying to figure out like the range of the powered rails, everything, and that just causes annoyance. But as you can see, we got a definite amount of amethyst and everything from mining the geode, because I even had to put some amethyst blocks over here. Same with calcite. So the mines are technically done. So let's head back over here and try and figure out what I want to do in this episode. Because we got this, because we got our little snow farm. Wait, Wait a minute. Right. I think I remember what you, you're what we were gonna do today. Wait. Uh, do I have gold? Do I have gold anywhere? Okay. Let's throw this stuff that we won't need right now into our chest. Because I want to see. I kind of want to use up my iron pickaxes here before I go about using my diamond ones too much. I definitely want to keep a flint and steel on me. And where's my cobblestone? Knowing me, they're probably it's all okay. Bring 2 stacks of cobblestone with me. We also have 3 diamonds left and a bit of more stuff. So the thing I'm gonna craft is a diamond is a gold helmet. Yeah. Probably should have did gold boots to. Oh, it's gonna be nice to enter the nether to grab some like. Honestly, the nether is just. I don't know what is really we're gonna find in there, but let's eat up before we do. Okay, so before we go into the nether, you might be wondering why I have Pacific farms so far, like the snow farm. Like, what kind of person needs this many, like, this much snow? Well, the answer to that one is quite simple. I want to build a. Well, the plan in the future is to build a massive ice and snow cave. There's a home to. Yeah, I'm actually not saying. I'm not saying anything more than that. It's gonna be a massive mega build style. Like it's gonna be a massive cave, like a massive cave. Like you see how we have the water around us, like the size of that. That is kind of gonna be like imagine something this size for like a tiny chamber, and have the high arch pillars of ice and snow. What the? Oh, holy! I love how that one happened, and I haven't even been to the Nether yet to have anything generated. Or is it like every time you walk through it, it has that chance or something? I don't know. Huh. If this crashes the game. Okay, now what? Why game? Okay. Basalt Delta. In all honesty, I can work with this. I just need to create a safe zone for myself. Okay. I might use this for something later. Because the thing that scares me the most about the what's it called? About a basalt delta is those bloody things. Yeah, those things are what annoys you. Like, that's the reason I hate basalt deltas. And by the looks of it, that's what this whole place is. So let's build a bridge over so that I have at least a safe area to walk across here when trying to traverse the air. Okay, magma slimes I can deal with. I can deal with the magma slimes. Okay, now I remember why I absolutely despises the nether. Because the paranoid, like, that was just one enemy that that attacked me. And my health is already demolished. And this here is essentially going to be my nether path. And with my luck, I'm going to dig into these things and run right into lava. Like, I don't mind using existing platforms, but like, what's even worth it here? Like, honestly? Okay, slimy. Honestly, better combat is like really good and helpful in my mind. It's probably the only reason I'm still alive here. Okay. Honestly, give me this, like, give me Nethervac any day of the week over Basalt. And I much, like, let's have a look at the map, honestly. Uh, Personally, I feel heading this way, trying to get into that area with the Crimson Forest might be a better option. So I'm gonna do something. Okay, that was a dumb move, but it was effectively done. Aww. Moonlight ore and quartz. Okay. Yeah, I don't even have my sword. All I got is an axe. Okay. Those punks can't get me, so I'm calling that a win. See, this is why I despise basalt deltas. And this is why the this is why I despise the nether, honestly, in all opinion. Great. What is that achievement? Oh great, I survived 10 hours. Okay, so yeah. Looking at that, I probably want to grab, I probably want to grab my swords. And my hammer. And a spare iron pickaxe won't hurt. Do I got any better armor besides my leather boots? Not by the looks of it, no. Well, at least I died on. At least I unalived on the platform, on the walkway. Like when, okay, so the plan is with the Nether is eventually it's gonna be a demon kingdom, and that's one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most overall. Come on, lag, knock it off, knock it off. Of course, the lag. Why should I expect anything different from going into the Nether? Especially in modded Minecraft of all bloody things. Dude, get back into lava. I know you're a stubborn stubborn creature, but come on, at least show yourself. Basalt and okay. Uh, equipped. Equipped my sword. Okay. So, because of that little lava pool there, we're gonna just climb up here. and just start and just essentially the new path is gonna come along here. Okay. Okay, I thought that was something much more dangerous that time. Okay. Okay. For now. Uh, for now it seems like uh they're taking no damage. So I'm taking this chance to kind of yeah, I'm taking the chance to cheese this boss. Like, look at the damage I'm doing here with my iron swords. Like, these bosses are absolutely ridiculous. I'm just glad, like, this one is absolutely incapacitated. Because otherwise... Okay. Now this is guaranteed to drop me some decent loot. Okay, so I ended up with fire damage bonus with item and a shield. That actually isn't terrible. So let's eat some. Oh, I'm guessing he dropped. I honestly don't know what he dropped. Like, honestly, why the boss is so like? Oh, you dealt with one boss. Good for you. We don't care. Here's another 7. Like, all these glowing things are different bosses. And the fact that one is freely moving terrifies me. But, okay. We're here. So, let's mine up some glows. Let's grab some glowstone and, I didn't bring any gold with me, but that's not bad for glowstone. Uh, but the reason I brought my hammer with me is so I could do this. It didn't anger no pig net now, did it? Because that's the last thing I want to do is anger a pig. Okay, this actually works in my favor. Because I can kind of get away with, like, scaling up the area, because this is honestly the worst place imaginable for all eternity. So, throw this out, throw that out, that out. Get rid of the nether vac right now, because I don't need it. And it's really just not useful to me. And it's just... honestly, I think depending on how the forest is laid out, this warped forest might, like, combining the forests of the two forests in this area might be a viable area for the Demon Kingdom. Is that a... that is a nether brick. So that could be one of our projects in the future. Upgrade a nether fortress. Because we got all these areas here, and with the right amount of terraforming, it could potentially look good. I just don't want to build in a basalt delta area. And we need to keep in mind that 8 blocks in the nether is like 1 block in the overworld. Well, 1 block in the overworld is... yeah, 1 block in the nether is 8 blocks in the overworld. Or, wait, no. 8... yeah. 8 blocks in the overworld is 1 block in the nether. So if we keep that in mind, we should be essentially able to... honestly, why do I have snowballs? Okay, so let's head back. Because the good thing, like, I don't mind grabbing, like, a stack and extra of netherrack. Okay. Oh no. That boss is right there. Yeah, we're running. We're running ourselves back. Okay. Thank the lords of the world. So for now, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that one in case stuff comes true. But for now, that was an okay expedition into Nether. All things considered, that is. Yeah. Okay, that's one of those guys. Okay, let's sleep and deal with these mobs later. Okay. That's true. The stuff we don't need right now. Actually, I'm curious on what exactly we ended up with from some of that stuff. So I do want to keep our food on us like this. Our pickaxe. These, that can go here. That can go up there. These will go here for now. And we swap out the shovel. Yeah, we definitely need to get our hands on some definite better armor. So, let's grab all the present things we got from overtime accumulation. I never did sleep, so let's hop up here. Let's grab the baked potatoes, grab the extras, toss the... So, the plan... I'm still working on kind of an idea for how I want to do some of the builds. Because that's my issue right now. Like, I want to do a nice tavern, but trying to fit it all in as a Viking tavern is a thing. Oh, hello, merchant. How are you? Oh. Okay, so it seems as though the iron farm has, okay. Not as backed up as I wanted. You got any good trades? Mangroves. You wait there. I want that. And I'm hoping we have some emeralds laying around. Do I got any emeralds? Come on. I do not. But luckily we have things known as villagers down below. So, yeah. Let's grab at least 3 stacks, because that's about what I think I can trade with them. Because I do eventually want to, like, as part of the tavern. That. Why is this backing up? This filter should do... Yeah, that should do that. This filter should be doing... wait. Allow list. Okay, that's weird. Why did that just, like... Why did that one... What the heck caused that to just completely shut... the system to completely shut down here? As you can see, we can get like a nice diamond axe or iron pickaxe with silk touch, but... Or... Yeah, essentially that's the overall plan today. Hello, Steve. Hello, Bob. We have yet to name the zombie, but we all know who they are. That's Bob, our former ally or something. How's that? Hop up here. What do you have to offer? Some blaze powder, rooted dirt. So I want to buy at least like a couple of these because they're pretty good. Okay, a few of these and a couple things of rooted dirt, and then buy the rest of your mangroves. Ooh, wait. You actually had some good deals. So you know what? I'm actually going to use that stone on you to see what it does. Or is it? Hmm. Let's take this down and see if our villagers accept this. Because if they do, that could unlock a whole new thing for us. It's this one. Uh, okay, that wasn't that good of a deal. Like a stone hole, a bell. Uh, wait, that's new. 15 for diamond protection boots. Hmm, that could actually, that's actually not terrible deals overall when you think about it. I don't have an iron. Ooh, this one's iron trade is reset, so. The other one I want over you, right there. I'm hiding completely because for some reason. Whoa! Okay! Now we are talking. I can get my full set of diamond armor now. Just from this villager. And I can upgrade blast protection, unbreaking. Okay. Uh, let's start with the chest plate. That leaves me with 10. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so that's actually not terrible outcome. So let's grab a handful of this iron. Input the stuff we don't need right now in. And let's go down and trade. Again, it's all backing up. Allow that? Oh my god. Are you serious? That is what was causing this entire issue, perhaps? Was the fact that Inferium was getting clogged in the system? I'm disappointed. Yeah, that seems to have fixed it, so to say. Shockingly. Hello. I now have enough to buy boots from you. That's actually pretty decent dealings. Okay. Deals are slightly lower. Well, while we wait for them to reset their trades, let's see what we got. We end up with Curse of Bones, Tombstone, Tombstone, and Tombstone. Those are actually some pretty okay things. Oh, okay. Hmm. Honestly, this weaponsmith has a bit better deals minus the diamond trade. So that's not terrible. What I might what I might end up doing is grabbing some of those two of those sharpness swords. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that one. Okay, let's set it up this way so that at least we have some Inferium input here. What the? Okay. Is it backing up again? No, I just grabbed that much iron, didn't I? I just grabbed a ton of iron. Okay. What I might end up doing to make this a bit more functional is I might set up like a basically here barrel, 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 barrel. Basically every second block leading all the way up until we reach like this barrel here. Or like every second block under this barrel, I set up a secondary barrel in order to kind of subsequent our overall loss of material, and so the system don't back up as bad. So it's not as bad of a backup. But that'll come later. Okay. Well, we can now retire our armor and temporarily retire our leather boots. Actually, you know what? Hey, you dummy. Honestly, this is also a easy way of cheesing bosses like this. So that okay, they're only a very common boss. Oh, nice! They dropped an emerald and some pants. Very weird how they would drop their pants. So when attacked, gain resistance, explodes. Okay, and a bit of mana boost. But honestly, fire damage taken is reduced. Explosive damage is I don't take explosive damage anymore, so none of that really works. But this gives me plus 5 armor, maximum health. Honestly, I feel the max health is always a better option in my case. Because the more health I have, the more damage overall I can eventually... Warrior's boots. Plus 5% damage with an axe. Honestly, not a terrible thing to get if I didn't have diamond boots, in all honesty. So, yeah. So the plan here is, how long have we been going? Let me check. 58 minutes? That's not terrible for entering the nether and dealing with stuff like that. Okay, so let's go and actively... I want to check the amethyst. Because I did actively make a chunk loader. Not single chunk loader, normal chunk loader. Enderpearl, obsidian, and iron ingot to make a chunk loader. Then, if I want to upgrade it, I need blaze powder and gold, and then I need diamonds. And I... So that's kind of why I'm happy about getting my hands on that blaze powder from the wandering trader that time. Because that saves me at least one trip into the nether. And I got the... I know for a fact that it's not loaded into the farm. The vanilla farm, at least. The place it is loaded to, though, is in the mystical agriculture crops. Now, normally I would be against using mystical agriculture myself. Next episode, we are actually going to build our skeleton farm. Or at least that's going to be the plan. Yeah, so I got the frame doors here, but okay. That is pretty nice. Let's go see how many amethysts we end up with. From the entirety of this singular harvest thing. Okay. I think next episode we will also put in stairs in this mines. Even if it's just a single row of stairs going all the way up. Or I might just do that between episodes because it's just going to be like deep slate or cobblestone. Or stone, depending on what mood I'm in. Most likely cobblestone and deep slate just to use up some of what I got. Or maybe entirely deep slate because I think that dark element going all the way up will actually help with like the mine. Like, yeah, the rocks are kind of like falling from their arms as they're carrying it before they put the stuff in. And then over time they just kind of constructed them into like their own compacted stairs. Okay, because I'm getting tired of holding the space bar every single time I want to come up from this thing. So that is a lot of amethyst. Yeah, again, divide each of these by 4. Okay, I think the amethyst thing is gonna work because that is a lot of amethyst now. And let's grab all of our amethyst and calcite, because those are the 2 blocks that we're gonna use the absolute most of in an upcoming build. I also want to show another mod I installed. I installed 3 new mods to make life a bit easier for me. That was where I copied and pasted the name of the stuff. I added 2 mods that relates just to amethysts, and mystical agriculture, it was added just for the sake of amethyst seeds and farming amethyst. But this, I like the idea of a white or the blue amethysts. Purple amethyst. Like, if I'm gonna put purple amethyst, I'm just gonna use normal amethysts. But that's the thing. In the cave where it's gonna be ice and snow, it's gonna be like a also have like massive crystals and other stuff like a part of the walls. Think of it like a geode, a cave geo, or a geode that is that big. It's actually just a cave. That's kind of the plan, but combine it with like ice and snow. Oh yeah, I also made it so that I could. I wonder. I got glows. I know I have a few extra amethysts. Yes. And let's grab this glowstone we have. I want to try something out with it because I do want to make it in the glowstone anyway. Let's see. Glowstone lamp. I also know I have some dyes laying around. Red dye. I don't have any blue dye, Blue is made by lapis, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, cornflowers works too. Cornflower work. Don't tell me. No, man, no way. I can make 3. It's literally a 1-to-1 conversion. Oh, that is so annoying. Oh, I forgot you can change them back. Let's head outside and actually see what they look like. In comparison to the normal. Eh? Honestly, I think I can use almost any of them, because they do look pretty dang cool in all all things considered. But that means that when I do want to eventually make it, I'm now going to need a dye farm as well. Okay. That info is useful to know. Okay. Well, the shield served me well, but it really has not helped me much. Oof. Okay, apparently it did give me a fair bit of health by the looks of it. But, oh well. I can reforge any armor I want once I get some materials to figure out how to do it. But before we end today's episode, I do want to attempt to get those last 2 pieces of armor. So I need a total of 55 emeralds. And I'm so close. Oh. Oh. The sword might. Come on. Well, blast protection don't really help me, but they are still diamond legs. And that is also pretty good helmet. Honestly, the unbreaking helmet does a bit more for me. So I just need to wait now. This is giving me 3 health. This is giving me 3 health. Okay, so apparently something I'm holding in my inventory is giving me some better health. What? None of that. So it must be from eating different. Oh yeah, eating the different foods help. So it seems like making this a viable farming village is a lot more viable now. Uh, 12. Like the enchanted armor is actually pretty nice. Wait a minute. Oh, Tombstone Stolebound, efficiency, and unbreaking. And unbreaking and efficiency. I honestly like that one a lot more. Okay. I do like the fact that it's a mastered level with like some pretty nice trades. Probably should have rated on some of the armor, but oh well. Come on. Like if that shield had enchantments, then I would be a bit more inclined. I love how they're just like offering me like good discounts over time. Even though I'm the one here keeping them prisoner. So I think next episode I find might honest actually, which one of you had that axe? That actually is pretty dang tempting right now instead of those pants. Because I did just get these iron pants that gives me resistance when attacked. And they give me a pretty nice boost in my health. So I think I'm gonna take whichever one you have that good tool-based axe. Yeah. Efficiency 2, soulbound, and unbreaking. Versus the weapons one here, who's only 19, but only has efficiency 1. That pickaxe is also pretty good compared to mine. All I got is efficiency. But I don't have enough emeralds. Sadly. So I definitely think I want to make the villager trading hall at some point. It's almost time for them to reset their trades by sleeping. I got enough iron. Like, I just need the pants and they just give me blast protection. I'm better off making my own diamond ones, and enchanting them. Or at least that's my input here. Like, that's not terrible efficiency, but, like, compared to everything else. If I can just get one more set of trades off from this guy. From any one of these people. You know what? I think if I remember correctly, they reset their trades daily at, like, basically whenever I technically wake up. I do like how the area is partially lit up like as it should be in some areas. It kind of gives that like feel like, okay, these areas are currently lived in. Because the plan is kind of like, this kingdom will be built, then we'll like change the time of the world. Like what time period in the history we're in. Or change up some information like that. Uh, let's hope the trades are reset now. Come on. I legit just need to trade with you once more and I'm done with all of y'all. Isn't that right, Frank? Come on, Frank. You know you want to trade with me. I find it oddly ironic that they're creating these robotic construct things to defend them against this one zombie, and then I'm using the same parts that I take from those machines, and they're paying me for them. That's technically how the economy works. Ah. Okay, let's check how long the video is right now because we're at. Wow. I've been trying to deal with this, get this villager to give me items for now for the last couple minutes. Oh, thank God. You know what? The rest of you. Because if I can get lucky enough to unlock that, to be able to get that thing from the armor one, Okay. I've called this a victorious day. We got some nice armor. We got some new tools. And when we get the farm, the mob farm set up, we will have the experience to enchant. Speaking of which, let's grab this. I honestly just want to wait. We have an anvil. I don't need to craft a new one because yeah, this got efficiency too, but yeah, wasn't getting lucky with efficiency 3, but hey. Now, for the next episode, I do in fact want to start clearing out some area because this is probably going to be one of the bigger builds. So let's remove all this stuff. I actually don't want to replant these saplings. So yeah. So I think between this episode and next, I'll just clear out these trees and map out a few areas where I want to put the buildings. And that'll give us like the next couple episodes kind of what I want to do, the idea of what I want to do in the next couple episodes, and allow me to kind of plan out accordingly. Because the buildings that I want to build before I start building more major houses is probably the chieftain's hut, the probably a baker of some kind, because each of these houses will, like each of these buildings is going to double as the house for that individual, is because of how, or at least how the research I did in the Viking society it was. Most of the time they did live in their own places of work. Mostly due to necessity and ease of access. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do custom trees like I did in my old one, because those were a pain to get right. Because they were inputted using world edit, because that old world was a creative style world. Well, creative for projects. It was a mix between creative and survival. This one here was just pure survival, and making custom trees in survival, for me at least, is an absolute pain. Now, I know this is going to open up a whole lot of area for just mobs. You know, I just realized, why am I just doing this? Yes, I'm aware that I am going to technically need to keep some of the, I'll eventually need these in there for leaves for the put around farms, but for now they're just gonna give me wood. Like they're just gonna give me the logs and everything. That's another thing I want to build somewhere around here, is a log mill, like a sawmill like. But I'm not sure how exactly I would go about it. Because the way I'm pitching it is like, okay, what? How are these? How are all these? How are the Vikings getting all this wood? Like that's where my mind currently is too with the idea. Luckily, thankfully, they all have some kind of tree around them. Like leaves around them. Okay, apparently they just don't need leaves. And the last one. And the last little traces of our very beginning of the world, in this area anyway, is no longer. So if you have an idea of what you want to see, of what we can build next, because like I'm leaning a bit towards the tavern because of these. I can kind of work those in a bit. Why am I doing that when I know we have this? Growing very slowly. Oh well, that's not a bad thing, honestly. Okay, so let's take inventory. We are fully decked out in diamond armor, which is hidden thanks to cosmetic armor. We have a nice new diamond tool with Unbreaking 2, Efficiency 2, and Tombstone Soulbound. That basically means it will not, when we unalive, we keep it. Which kind of makes it very useful to have all my tools with it. At some point I want all my tools to have it. So that even if we fall into lava and don't survive, all we really lose is the rest of our items. Not our tools or armor that we worked really hard to get. So that's kind of the goal there. So, leave a suggestion down in the comments of what building or profession you want us to build next. Or like, just what building or what structure do you want us to build next? So, leave that down in the comment. And, depending on how many comments we get, we might actually bring in the comment of the day. Like, we haven't been getting enough, like, that's been something that's in this world for a while now. But we haven't been getting enough comments to make it kind of like comment of the day. Because honestly, the comment of the day could be like a question, just like an idea, literally anything. So leave the comments, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I know it's a shameless self promo to ask you to like and subscribe my channel. And share it with your friends if you know they like this type of content. And make sure that you don't miss the next one. This has been White Rose Demon signing off. Later all, and have a good one. See ya.